on Kasuku Talent Show.
Some people want it all. We are going to be doing an amazing dancing competition.
Make sure you guys do not miss this week's episode of Kasuku Talent Show.
Every Saturday at 5 p.m.
Only on KTN.
Kasuku!
Put it down on paper.
Tumerudi tena na Kasuku, twende kazi. Mama Jolene, come out. Mama Jolene, come out. My people, what is it now? We are not your people. Mama Jolene, come out. Come out and eat these cups and go in and get that devil. A devil? Yes, a devil. Wait. My daughter is not a devil. If she's not a devil, then she's a Lucifer. Hey, come on. She's a Lucifer. Yes. She's telling where
Who's she there?
My people. That been bad men out here. Now. My people. What mistake has my daughter done this time? The mistake of being blind. Mama Daddy just said on giving birth. My condolences. Mama Shaka gave birth to a girl who did not live to the light of the day. So what? Ignorant fools. Hey! Instead of taking your women to hospitals, you're busy taking them to local midwives. Yet the government has provided the Linda Mama program. Shame on you all. And why my daughter? Because she is the witch. When did my daughter become a witch? Mama Jolene. Let me count your blessings. First, your parents disowned you at the age of 13 after getting pregnant with that curse. Yes! Second, your husband left you after giving birth to that curse. Dio! The calamity that has befallen this community. Kabisa! Yes! Let's get it and get that devil. Yes! Leave my daughter alone. You are a curse! Yes! A curse! My people! Pack their few belongings and kick them out of this village. You are now deported. If you want to know what happens next, keep watching Kasuku Talent Show.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Kasuku Talent Show. Today we have a lit show in store for you guys.
Ati wash up guys. Today we have a lit show. Lakini leo itakuwa moto. Welcome to another episode of Kasuku. Sabrina. So wapeleke nini hizi?
See, the heat is always there because we always deliver what we tell you we're going to bring you. It's going to be amazing. These guys are bringing the roof down because that's the only thing we accept here at Kasuku Talent Show. We settle for nothing but talent.
Leo ni moto. Hakuna kitu ingine, katu jione.
The best talent from the 254 right here. Kasuku Talent Show.
Twende.
Hey. Okay.
Kasuku!
Put it down on paper.
Ayo leo kuna moto, kuna waka, kuna moto. Tunakata mpaka chini, tunadanse kada ukili, tunazitupa mikono, tunaburuka kandege, tunazikunja katumbili. Sifu Mwokozi, Yesu Mwokozi, tena kombozi. Tobina nyoso style ya kubanjuka. Tobina nyoso. Bina nyoso tobina. Sikoyo de mwezo ibango. Bina nyoso tobina. Sikoyo de mwekiwi. Bina nyoso tobina. Sikoyo de mwezo ibango. Bina nyoso tobina. Sikoyo de mwekiwi.
exciting thing that you guys didn't have last season is the behind the scenes. What actually happens before we bring you the edited version of Kasuku Talent Show.
Oh, pale mali watu wanagwara sauti, yani ni kugwara ati Bwana ni mkombozi wangu.
Jetelo mbona unawachomea picha? Nani amesema that's what they did?
Oh, sasa basi si waambie wajione basi kenye walifanya.
The auditions were amazing. You guys check it out.
Nataka kupeana hii gift hamper sawa? I want people, watu wangapi? Watu 4 sawa? Wenye courageous enough to come and dance hapa, si ndio? 4 people. 4 people wako wapi? Wako wapi? DJ Panda na. DJ.
Godfather, I'm an OG, man a half humble, man a bossy. You know that I rhythm like a soul food. Bossy, I'm so toasty. Man, this soul never doesn't know me. He's sticking in my kids like a bossy.
Goza. Simuganse. Aende abaki. Huyu. Aende abaki. Sasa ndizo. Brothers, wewe number 2 sawa? Wako wapi? Makofi yote na kikam. Sasa kiasi watu wa HB sema Sema sh. Sasa hata tusikie Young Ethics ndio?
Mpaka kishia kwa kinyozi wanamalizia mpaka na shampena.
Wase. Kwanza hapa. What? Yes, very fast. I want to finish you. Amazing. I've written 1 or 3 consecutive. I know. Come here. So I say. Let's kill them. Akona mapua kubwa. Chill. Akona mapua kubwa. Baka kismis. Zinatoa. Welcome to Kasuku Talent Show. And today in studio. Where? Tuko na songbird. Sema mawimbo, sema sauti nyororo. Hey, it's going to be a very, very interesting segment today. I am your super host, Kevin Kasioki. Signing in is Mef Moinange.
And I am Michael Mukamba. We are super excited because Kasuku Talent Show has decided to bring June Gashui in studio. So,
sijui tuseme jina yake tukiimba. June Gashui.
Yeah. Falsetto notes. Lazima shika masikio.
Ni lazima.
Yeah, like just June, like we are excited because like you are a singer-songwriter, a killer performer. You've done this like for a minute. It's been a while.
Okay.
A while. Yes.
Nice.
It's been a while.
So how has been the musical journey for you? How did you start and to get where you are right now?
I started watching a lot of TV and listening to a lot of radio and wanting to be like a superstar. I guess like I think most kids want to do this.
Yeah.
So I used to wear a t-shirt as my hair and I hold my hairbrush. Yeah, and I'm just
in your own concert.
Yeah. You have to.
Doing your own show.
If you can't stand to watch yourself, nobody should be able to watch
And they're happening now, right?
Yes. So that's where we started. And then of course I was fortunate enough to go to schools where they would encourage like creative arts and things like that. So I could sing, play an instrument. That one haikuwork. Where nilijaribu, these fingers were like stuck.
Lakini afadhali wewe shule tulienda sisi.
Schools in groups.
Not group for schools.
Schools in groups.
Schools in groups.
It's okay, muko hapa sasa.
Tuko hapa sasa. Nakwambia. But I noticed that you're not only a musician.
Yes.
You're a thespian.
Yeah.
You are.
Do they know what? Does he know what a thespian is?
This one I don't.
Mimi siwezi kuwa najua hiyo, lakini najua what actress.
Yes.
Lakini najua intellectual property. Najua hiyo nini. You do have a practice.
I do.
JGIP.
Consultants, yes.
Where you consult.
We're turning 10 next year actually.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. So all we do is focus on intellectual property, creative industry issues, entertainment law.
Okay.
So we are a bit more of a fun law firm than we are a boring one.
Don't use heavy words like intellectual for the sake of this
No,
guy.
mimi najua hiyo ni nini? Intellectual property.
Like it's something that you own.
You own.
And how do you balance all this intellectual property, singing, acting? How do you balance all? How do you juggle in between all those fields?
It's called time management. There's another thing that we are taught as life happens to create time for the things that make you happy. That's the thing. The motto I try to live by.
Dijo tuwekea kitu, and then our lovely songbird here to lead to a cappella, and then we will sing tuone.
It has become a competition.
It's a competition. It's a competition.
Okay.
So dance, Aji.
So you 1, 2, and 1.
Hey.
Hey. Sitting here thinking about the things that happened to me yesterday. Oh my God. I'm done wasting time. I made up my mind to leave crazy behind and move on. So I'm walking to
It's a new day.
I like this.
I know.
See that thing?
Yeah.
So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's easy. Hapo.
And then there.
Oh yeah. That's how I'm choosing to live all day. Oh yeah. Today. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So guys, it has been June. We're here dancing. The show has been Kasuku Talent Show. I will say Kasuku.
Put it down.
Yeah. Put it down on paper.
Put it down on paper.
Some people live for the fortunes. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power. Yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. And I've been there before. That life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all. I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, I got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings. Some just want everything. Everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah. Some people search for that fountain. Promises forever yours. Some people need 3 dozen roses. That's the only way to prove you love them. Kasuku!
Put it down on paper.
Where am I? Who am I? Demon! Ban the witch ban! Please release me.
Hapana. Yaani mtu huko ameniangusha tu pulu pangala.
Wewe unachomea hivyo, nani amekuangusha?
Wewe unaona huyo mtu amekaza nyama kwa kamera yako.
Acha kumchomea. I still think guys were good.
Yeah, and despite that, we still had some really good talent. And this time on Kasuku Talent Show, we're not just focusing on one school. It's a battle of the schools. We're mixing it up like DJ Heavy Drew.
Yaani unasema huyu akileta huyu pia analeta. Na huyu akiangusha huyu anainua.
Kabisa.
But you know what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at these guys from Homa Bay Secondary as they show us how they did the choral verse.
Choral verse, tuko hapo. Twende.
Acha kuwachomea Jatelo.
Africa tonight, I'm here to most banner. Raise high the banner. I'm Kenyan, so you know I'm a poetry maker. The Homa Bay School presents I Stand a Chance. At the suburbs of the school, I'd be lying a lollipop car. Identity known by none. Instincted blue skin was a barrier to everyone's vision. Therefore, ignored by us. Boom! The occupants shot in the air. We all stand back for our dear lives. Almost defending our already dead years. Louder was the gunshots. I watch in wonder as our attacker shot innocent souls. Blood oozed, bodies lay in cold blood. The occasion that was in our school turned to massacre to be told by folks. Pity engulfed my visage as they loosely fired into Angelo, my friend's bare chest. We remained wondering, pondering, and gazing, stranded, branded, and paraded, running, screaming, confused, trapped. From our hiding places, pitifully watched them bounce on their prey. We shook violently as our bodies overwhelmed with fear. My hope of Angelo's survival faded in doom. Bengo, my friend from River Toloso, whispered, Angelo is finally killed. Together with the police officers, we decided to remain one, to report to them any form of suspicion, to remain vigilant at travel places, in churches and shopping centers, for security begins with you and I. However, as we now lay my departed brother Angelo to rest, in one accord our body shall remain a temple. A temple never becomes to join such illegal groups. Like a pillar, I will stand to oppose any form of addiction. I stand a chance to call the police officers in time, to inform the government to install CCTVs here and there, and everywhere. For these cameras will stand and irritate you. Mr. Jombi, for if you approach and report, my school shall remain a terror-free zone. To you I remain allergic. Mr. Jombi, I sing and recite against you. My peers and I shall hate you. In great oblivion I rebel you. Mr. Jombi, rest in peace, Mr. Jombi. So be it. You assimilate us. Bye. You are watching Kasuku Talent Show. This is the Homa Bay School, aka HB. Don't touch that dial. Wabebe!
Mko serious?
Ni nini?
Hii ujinga mnafanya hapa. Ni nini mnatafuta?
Acha wivu Jatelo. Ni nini?
Mmekuwa dede.
Ujui thriller?
Thriller ni nini? Simu niambie. Nipelekeni na rie.
Buda unatuangusha.
Thriller ni kitu inakushtua, something scary.
Semeni kitu inashtua ni show ya St Mary's Luak. Wewe unaona vinyi inashtua mse? Hadi roho tu inajikunja moyo mkunjufu unasikiaga hiyo? Hebu oneni kanye itawashtua. Pia mimi jaribu.
Yeah. Hivi? One.
Hii ni ujinga bana.
This is the deepest, darkest corner where we put the biggest and baddest offenders. Rise, my children, and let judgment be passed on this witch. Burn the witch, burn. Dr. Augustus Julio, wake up and face the end.
What is this? Where am I? Who
Who
are
am I? Demon!
Burn the witch burn! Please release me. I thought you loved me.
Nobody loves you anymore.
Why don't you love me? I thought I was the best you ever had.
Past tense. Now they love me. I am the best they have. Children! Burn the witch burn! My name is Dr. Barabas, PhD, Surgery, KBC, DBD, MCM, Medical Correction. I am the new resident doctor of this premises. Welcome to Hope Revolution Hospital, the Center for Advanced Medical Research and Surgery. Help! Help! Somebody help me! My daughter is dying! What is the problem? She just collapsed. This is complicated. There is a complex complication that has complicated her abdominal and intestinal cavity, causing complex reactions in the lobe of Helen of her kidney. How do we help her, please? A simple but complicated surgery is needed to rescue her. The surgery must be done immediately before there are some collapses in the kidney. And by immediately, I mean right now. Receptionist? Yes? Prepare her bill. Okay. Good day, Abubakar. Yes. Oh, the kidney. Don't worry. I have a patient in the theater right now. Be sure to get fresh kidneys by tomorrow. Yes. To the theater. People! Yes! People! Yes! May the force and darkness of your voice be with you, and you. And also with you. They took our children. Yes. They took our jobs. And now it is our time to take what belongs to us. Itabidi eleweke. Kabisa. People united. They don't have enough forces. Our people united can never be defeated. They take our wishes are united. You know, here at Kasuku Talent Show we have singers, waimbaji na waibaji.
Sasa yenye inakuja ni gani?
We have a songbird from Nia Girls. Let's check it out.
Tumesema waibaji.
Waimbaji.
Waimbaji. M for mama.
Waimbaji.
Ndio maana amesema kuna singers, waimbaji na waibaji.
Lazima imbe. Lazima imbe.
Sasa ni wase. Unaweza kumwona Paj?
Ruva. Nimemwona pale chini.
Tunataka demo anaimba. Tunataka watu wasikie.
Udema naimba.
Wase, ajui Paj anaimba. Ajui Paj anaimba.
Your story, sini wapeleke penye yako.
Finally. Paj, where have you been?
I've been here.
We've been looking everywhere for you.
Now you found me.
Yeah, I mean, Kasuku Talent Show are here. And you know, you got the voice. And I want you to showcase it to the world. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Buckle up, buttercup. It is here.
There's only so many songs that I can sing to pass the time. Ooh, ooh. And I'm running out of things to do to get you off my mind. Oh, all I have is this picture in a frame. Oh, that I hold close to see your face every day. With you is where I'd rather be. But we're stuck where we are, it's so hard, you're so far. This long distance is killing me. I wish that you were here with me. But we're stuck where we are, it's so hard, you're so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, you're so far. This long distance is killing me. It's so hard, where we are, you're so far. This long distance is killing me. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. Though you can find a fighter, though I see in you, we gon' walk it out. And move mountains, oh, we gon' walk it out. And move mountains. And I rise up today, oh, I rise up. In spite of the ache, I rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. I'll rise up. High like the waves, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Kasuku! Put it down on paper!
And I just feel so encouraged and challenged by what you're doing, flying those big machines in a field which is male dominated. Because in the past it was like piloting, wanaume. So guys, welcome to Kasuku Talent Show season 3. And of course we're here in studio bringing you best nakwambia ma talent, manini, ma professionals.
Kila kitu.
I can't wait for this episode nakwambia.
I'm really excited and it's season 3 so it's bigger and better.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Mwikamba.
And of course I'm Kevin Kasioki and as always signing in is Mef Moinange. And today in studio, respect.
Tuketi vizuri.
Tuko na captain. Yani mandege, unaona? Hizo zinaenda captain. And she's not just a pilot. She doesn't just fly planes. She's a captain and the highest ranks in that field.
And she's so many things.
Yeah.
Like she's not only a captain, she's a mom. We just let her introduce herself. She's Captain Bilha Amadi. Karibu sana to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome, feel at home. Tuko ground level sasa.
Sawa.
But how does it feel? Or do you prefer being in the skies or being huku chini?
The skies are nice, they're peaceful.
Yeah. Peaceful.
Yes.
Umesikia uchokozi yako haiko in the skies?
Yangu si peaceful.
Si peaceful.
Yangu si peaceful.
So Captain Bilha Amadi, ulikaa aje ukaamua nataka kuwa pilot? Like what got into your mind?
The most surprising thing is I never thought of being a pilot. So
Do tell.
I was actually trained to be an architect. I'd done 3 years in uni. Then I went for attachment. While at attachment, I read a newspaper and found Kenya is looking for cadets for their pilot program. So I applied and interviews, and I got in.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Like to a normal viewer, atakuwa tu zile za a cadet. They think military.
Who is a
so
cadet?
what in your side, what does cadet mean?
It's pretty much like military because flying is you need a lot of discipline. So to get into the program, you go through interviews and then they take you into training as one of their own trainees.
Hey, sawa, umesikia? Hadi mimi nataka kuwa pilot.
Mimi kama
a cadet, nakwambia. You can just imagine life up there.
And it's crazy. Me, I can't imagine life up there because I like my life terrestrial, very terrestrial. But you can tell us, like, kind of how that's like after the cadet. How long was the process? Like, you know,
because I understand it takes some time to do all the studies. Slow learners kama sisi.
Speak for yourself, man. Speak for yourself. I'm a slow learner.
So initially, when we went to flight school, in Ethiopia. Ethiopian Airlines have a nice flight school there. And we were trained for about 2 years. Usually it takes between 18 months and 2 years to get your commercial license. Once you have your license, you come back here. So for us, we came back, and good for us, we had jobs already. So we came in and got trained on the Boeing 737. And then as you're training, you're called a second officer because you don't have bars yet.
Nice.
Yeah. So when you finish training, you then graduate to a first officer, which means it's just the 2 of you in the flight deck. You and the captain.
The captain.
So you fly as a first officer on the youngest fleet. For now, the youngest fleet is the Embraer. Then you move on to the next fleet, which is a Boeing 737. And then you move on to the biggest fleet, which is a Boeing Dreamliner. So once you've done your rounds as a first officer, you come back down, and now you get your 4 bars. So again, you're trained. All these stages, a plane is not like a matatu or a car. You can't say, I can drive a Prado, so I can drive a Vitz. No, you can't. So you have to be trained for each aircraft.
Nice.
Even if it's all Boeing, you have to be trained for the Boeing 737, Boeing 767, Boeing Dreamliner, Boeing 777. You have to be trained for each aircraft. It's just that the training takes a shorter time. You take about 2-3 months to convert to the next year.
So it's just like tiny mini internships.
Exactly. Yes.
Like small internships. Like all those planes, do they have different, like the deck area?
Yes. The differences are subtle, especially if the aircraft is from the same manufacturer, because they want it to be something you can move into. You see, they're selling planes, so they don't want to make it so different such that the philosophy is something to be learnt again. So if you compare a Boeing flight deck and an Airbus flight deck, they're quite different. So you have to learn the Airbus philosophy to fly an Airbus. But the Boeing philosophy and the Embraer philosophy are pretty similar, a little different, but they're quite similar. So you can learn faster.
Nice. And so apart from flying, when you're not flying planes, what do you do?
Actually, I read a lot of fiction in time zones. For example, I like a writer called Khaled Hosseini.
Yes.
His stories are crazy.
Yes.
Do you know
Khaled? Me, namjua. We know Khaled. Tunamjua Khaled.
I love Chimamanda's work. I've read all her books. I read a lot, and I read a lot during flight. Because you have a lot of time uninterrupted. You see, at home I have kids. So I have to spread my time between whatever else I'm doing. But at work, once we've taken off and we've put the autopilot on, I'm a manager. Just observe the instruments, see if they're working the way they should work. And meanwhile, I can read a book or two.
So the autopilot, like we use that everywhere now. Like, hey, nimeenda autopilot. So like on a plane, like what is that? Like
what is
it's flying itself? How does it know where it's going? Like how does that work?
Because do cars have autopilot?
Better, good ones.
Matatu's.
Yes.
How does it work?
Okay, the autopilot is it's just a computer program. Let me call it that. You select what you want. You want this airplane to fly at 33,000 feet, you put in 33,000. You want it to fly at 0.78 Mach, you put that. You want it to descend at a certain point, you put that in. But for descent, you have to now wind it down. So that now the autopilot reaches that position and knows I need to descend. So it's a program. You program it,
And
it
you're-
flies
and
what
you're
it does.
good.
Hey, nice.
So there's a common saying we say, rubbish in, rubbish out. If you program it badly, it will fly badly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, kuna kitu imetupita hapa you said that as the plane is going, it's flying, You're there reading your fiction
Chimamanda.
novels. So, mimi imagine, mimi personally nimekaa kwa kiti. Kwa akili yangu najua let me sleep because the pilot is ameshikilia steering vizuri.
Wako na mapilo na mambo hito.
How that? I mean, sikuwa najua it's a program. Kumbe you just go, I wanted to fly to where? Tunaenda wapi?
No, I think alisema in terms of feet. So unasema to Doha.
To Doha. Tuende Doha. Huko hapo na book, tuna land. Is that what you do?
Except takeoff and landing.
Take off and landing.
Yes, you have to take off and you have to land.
Hey, but next time I'm flying in the cockpit. I know.
Unataka kuona. You want to supervise.
I want to supervise, Yes. So, Mike, Captain Bill Hamadi, I want us to do something,
Yes.
Something very interesting. But before we do that, what would you tell that little girl, that big girl who is watching you right now, and she's like, Mom, Dad, I want to become a pilot, and the parents are like, hey, pilot, still a lot of time. What can you tell her?
It's an amazing profession. Amazing, amazing. I have worked 15 years. Yes, and I still enjoy my profession.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what does it take to be a pilot? Do you need good clothes?
No, you just need to be dedicated. Your discipline needs to be up there because you need to be time conscious. If you delay a flight, you go to the office.
Okay.
If you don't manage your time well, you go to the office. So it's very military-like. And there are times when you have to follow what the instruments are saying, even when you think you should be doing something else. There's a lot of trust that is involved in flying. So that is another thing. You need to be able to follow instructions. Those are some of the biggest things. Apart from, of course, your grades have to be good.
Oh, yeah.
So that it's easy for you to keep planning.
And I bet your family must be really proud of you.
Yes, they are. I hope they are.
Like they're better.
Personally, I am so proud to be like talking
Next
to a captain, next to a captain.
Get to know the juice.
Mike, since wengine wetu hatutaipanda ndege, si ndio? So I want us to use this chance to fly at sisi.
Tukuwa na hiyo
So our dear
experience.
captain, I want you to like mtupeleke juu, tuende na tunaland wapi?
Tuna land Singapore.
Singapore. Na
It's a good
tusikie hizo
destination.
engines zikilia, tusikie turbulence.
Hapana, maybe minus the turbulence, lakini to fly.
Tutasikia tu kidogo tu. Sawa. Sasa
Nitakuwa
tumeingia kwa
nimelala.
ndege. Haya, au captain tumeingia kwa ndege sasa tupeleke Singapore. Unafeel kiti vile ni mzuri?
Nimeland, nimeketi.
Ndio dreamliner.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight 552 to Singapore. We'll be flying today at 33,000 feet above mean sea level initially. Once we get lighter, I'll be climbing to 39,000 feet eventually. Our flight today will take 7 hours and 30 minutes. Expected to be lightly bumpy once we're airborne, and we request you to observe the seatbelt signs. So we start our engines. And we taxi to the runway, and then it's take off, so full power on the engines most of the time.
Engine imechoka. I want you to do something for us.
Yes.
So my friend here, Mike, wants you to say something. Anasema nini?
Guy, ni mimi. She sells seashells at the seashore. So she's a seashell seller.
She sells seashells at the seashore, so she's a seashell seller.
Na yangu ndo hii. Shirika la reli la Rwanda.
Shirika la reli la Rwanda.
Hawezi kwa pilot kama ujui hizo.
Hebu nitupie moja.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
So guys at home, that was our show. I mean, your encouragement, you're a role model to all the ladies out there, be it in any field, and like I just feel so encouraged and challenged by what you're doing, flying those big machines in a field
Male,
like which is male dominated. Because in the past it was like piloting, wanaume.
Now,
but nowadays more ladies are coming up, and it's really encouraging to see that. Do you have friends who you fly planes with?
Oh yes. What I would say, let me call it the airspace in Kenya has really opened up to women. So for the girls listening out there, you can be a pilot if you want to. It's just you who will prevent yourself. Because if you if you gauge worldwide, we are number 4.
Hey, salute.
Behind Air India, I think Air France, OBA, and KLM, we are number 4 behind those in terms of numbers in women in the flight deck. Because other airlines have the opportunity to do it, but they don't.
But they don't.
Yeah, yes.
And you guys show them, and you'll keep showing them. Thank you so much for being with us. And before you leave, we have a hamper here, courtesy of Kasuku.
Yes.
I know, you'll really put it down, but I'm sure everything you want to write down, you can put it down on paper.
When you're reading your books, just take
of
little
my
notes. Yeah.
Thank
and
you very
a few
much.
more other surprises in there, courtesy of Kasuku.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
that is what Kasuku does, eh?
And that's it from us, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show and got to learn from our amazing guests.
Ngoja, umesema learn.
Yeah.
Niko na vocabulary mpya,
Tuambie.
Hope mmekuwa educated. Yani educated na bado entertained.
Okay.
Na tena nawaambia hivi, don't forget to follow us hapo. Ndio hizo handles zimeandikwa hapo chini.
And you guys have the opportunity to write to us on any of these platforms and tell us, who do you want on the show? Which celebrity do you think should be on the show? And we will deliver just as we always do.
Yep.
And here at Kasuku, what do we say? Put it down on paper.
Put it down